So we're back. We're streaming again. I don't know what just happened. We just had an encoding issue that crashed everything. So, F in chat for whatever that was.
All right, let me.
Okay, we're back.
Refresh.
We're back. Let's just refresh stream.
There we are. Cool.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, we back.
Okay. Appreciate everyone waiting and being patient. I don't know what just happened. So we have a final score for Jeff. He has a 24.1. And
I was telling Albert, he's probably just like been like, are they still talking about my act or my routine?
I don't know what happened. It was crazy because also it said encoding issue and I got kicked into the waiting room. And I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I saw that. That was strange.
All right. Jeff, can you hear us?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you guys.
Alrighty,
All right.
man.
Sorry
Well,
about the delay.
yeah, we really enjoyed your performance. The stream kind of died in the middle of that, so that was insane. But you got a final score of 24.1, which is a very high score. Really well done. We really enjoyed it, and you got really high scores, especially when it came to personality. And yeah, really great all around. We felt like there were a couple moments where you stopped talking and there was a little bit of dead time, and we also weren't necessarily sure if the prediction at the end enhanced the effect or detracted from the effect, you know, for what the effect itself was. But we hope that you look back at our feedback from the previous VOD, because now we're two separate streams. All right. Really sorry to all the viewers. We appreciate you hanging with us. But yes, Jeffrey, great job, and we're going to bring in Eric to see his performance.
Thank you all so much.
Eric, how are you doing, man? Eric, Mr. Stevens, is anybody there? Anybody home? Eric, can you hear us? You're muted. Let me make sure. Can we hear you? Testing. I can hear. Can you hear us? Just say something. Hello? Are you mouthing right now?
I think he's a silent performer. I think.
I don't think he's a silent performer. I think that he is.
Oh, he's not? Oh.
I really think he's
Hello,
mouthing.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
No. Okay. It told me that the server wasn't giving me permission. I tried to turn it off and it wouldn't let me.
Oh, okay. Well, you're unmuted
It
now.
said like I had to ask an admin.
Oh, well, you're
Okay.
you're
It was so
unmuted
weird.
now, so you're it worked.
Okay. Great.
All right, you have I'm gonna
Everything's
turn off
okay.
my camera just
Everything's
in
okay.
case
We're
you're
good.
having internet issues, but
Yeah, I'll do the same.
all right, we're excited to see your act, Eric. You've crushed it all of the other times.
Yeah, and if you can, just talk loud.
Hello, like this. Does that help?
That's perfect.
Yes,
Thank you.
give us a thumbs up when you're ready for your time to start, Eric. All right, your time starts now.
Okay. Well, welcome back to round 3. People often ask me how it is exactly that I make money. What sort of tools do I use? A lot of magicians use a Sharpie, but personally, I'm not that kind of a person. I don't like using Sharpies most of the time because they don't make me very much money. Let's just be honest about that. What I do use instead is I use one of these. It's not really a toy. It looks like one, but it's more of a tool. I use it to work out both sides of your brain. This side works out the right side of your brain. That's the side that processes shapes and colors. This side works out the left side of your brain. That's the side that processes patterns and numbers. We're going to work out the right side of your brain first. Blaze, is there a color here which speaks to you?
Let's go with red.
The red, very, very interesting. So focus on that. Focus on red. And name a number. We're going to work out the left side of your brain this time. A number between, say, 1 and 200.
Oh, 1 and 200. We'll go with 103.
103. Now notice you actually had to think about it quite a bit longer than you did the color. So that tells me you're a very right-brain creative person. I've known you long enough that we've pretty much got that in check. Now the problem with red is that it's a little bit too small, a little bit hard to see. You know, when you look at something on your phone and it's too small, you have to zoom in to see it. I have to do the exact same thing. Hold on, let me make sure everybody else can see it. I'm going to bring this into your spectrum of vision. That's the left and the right side of your brain at the exact same time. Now, don't be intimidated, guys. This is just a test. It's just me trying to figure out how it is that you think. Now, it's not all about business. Sometimes I like to have fun and mess with both sides of your brain at the exact same time, and you're not really sure how to handle it. But that's okay. That's what I'm here for, to help you. Now, I had a sweet little old lady at a show the other day that thought maybe I shot something out of my sleeve to make the colors change. And you know what? Frankly, it's a bit ridiculous, but she was sweet, so I wanted to humor her. So what I did was I rolled my sleeves up, and I don't really remember where it went from there, frankly. That's okay. We can start over. Now, normally, and under normal circumstances, I would give this to you to check out, but you're not here, so you can't do that. Instead, I'm going to show you how this works. It's a two-part secret, okay? 1 and 2. Well, it really is a two-part secret. The first part is that I use 2 of these secretly, like a ninja, and you have no idea. The second part is a phrase we are all familiar with. The hand is quicker than the eye. That's when I move my hand so fast your brain is convinced, floor show, I'm back. That's when your brain is convinced that you're only seeing one. That's just the way I do it, though. You don't have to pay any attention to me. Now, I do have a gift for you. I keep it right here in my pocket. I don't even have a pocket. That's the fun part. And I think I've also got, let's see, do I have another one? Wait, oh, it's in the other invisible pocket. Now, normally, I would give both of these to you as a souvenir of this wonderful moment we've shared together. But I can't do that for 2 reasons. One, because, well, this is over Zoom, so I can't really physically hand them to you. And 2, well, it's because it's all in your head. It's not real. It's just me trying to figure out how it is that you think. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Great
Oh, and I
job,
should
Eric.
mention, since this is round 3, I think that's worth a drink. I appreciate that. And
Nice.
bottoms up, gentlemen. Bottoms up.
Great job, Eric. A
Oh,
beast, an utter beast. All right, we will see you real soon. We're gonna have a chat, but thank you again, Eric. All righty.
Wow. Hot Rod.
The only man who
Happy.
makes Hot Rod entertaining.
Yeah, that was
I mean, those slides were just so effortless. Oh man.
cool.
And I was my favorite part was just like, oh, let me just reach into my pocket right here and grab this out. And, you know, well, there's no pocket. I was just like, ah, genius.
That's really good. Yeah, I mean, it is Hot Rod. I mean, Albert, what did you think of it?
I really liked it. I mean, I'm very biased towards the more grounded approach, like presentations, and like the fact that it's like tying into like the psychology is something that I enjoy. Like it makes something that normally is very like typically presented very cheesily feel a lot more like sophisticated, even though it's still like the same like basic effect.
Yes.
Yeah. And I mean, not much beyond that. I enjoyed it, and I thought the execution was really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
it was really well done. It's so interesting because like that's kind of what he's known for is his Hot Rod stuff, and he's the only guy that really doubled down on Hot Rod and was like, I'm gonna make this my thing, you know. It's,
Yeah, find your niche, right?
yeah.
He's done it and he's done it well. I like how he threw in the final kicker with the bottle. It was cool.
Yeah, that's true. I'm happy that he threw that in and didn't just end it where it was, you know, with the vanish, because otherwise it would have felt a little bit repetitive because he was doing that kind of thing over and over. So
Yeah.
that was really fun. This is a really fun matchup. I think that Eric did a really good job though. Anybody have scores yet? I could go, or if you don't.
You go first. I have a rough idea.
All right, creativity, originality. The original. I mean, he didn't do something necessarily original for this competition, but I know that he was holding out on doing his Hot Rod thing for a while, and he made it all the way to round 3, and then brought it out. So that was cool. I think that for making Hot Rod really interesting, the only thing that I thought was a little weird is the part where he was actually showing both sides, and I was just like, why?
Yeah, I know some routines have that as part of the like presentation. Like normally when you do that with like the knives, right? You're like, oh,
Yeah.
this is a black knife and here's a white knife, and look, now they're like mixed. But I feel like it's kind of like the prediction thing where once you show that you also predicted something, you know, like a lot of what happened like was because it was forced or like it wasn't
Yeah.
really a free choice. So like I think by showing both sides, it sometimes can feel like you're almost revealing the method in a way. I know the way that he did it was just like it's like confusing, like to layman, it's like how could it possibly be on both sides? But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just like that's us thinking like magicians.
No, I
I
understand
like
what you're saying. Yeah. Huh. Very interesting. Yeah, cause I feel like that part, it's just, aren't you just revealing part of it, you know?
yeah, I feel the same way, which is why I never performed Hot Rod. Is just because of that. It's like how does it escalate beyond a certain point? But
Mm-hmm.
I guess sleeving is the answer.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, sleeving hot rod makes it all that much better. Yeah. So creativity, originality. I'm gonna go with an 8 for creativity, originality. Entertainment level. I think it was thoroughly entertaining, and I liked his presentation. So, um, 8.5 only because I don't understand the showing both sides at that phase. I don't get why it's magical.
Yeah.
And then because when he's like, "Oh, now I'm confusing your brain," I was just like, "Well, you're confusing my brain for a very different reason, Eric." And then personality, I'm gonna go with an 8.5 as well. Or what are you guys thinking?
Oh, you
I
did. So you did 8.5, 8.5.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what I had as well, actually.
8, 8.5, 8.5. All right. What
Yeah.
about you, Albert?
For mine, I would give the creativity 8.5. Uh, entertainment, I thought it was pretty entertaining, so I would get like 9, and then personality 8.
Nice. All right. So he gets a final score of 25.1. So 1 point difference between him and Jeffrey. Wow. All righty. Let's let him know. Hey, guys.
Oh,
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
What a,
Wow.
what a, I mean, it's just a delight to watch both of you guys perform. Yeah.
Yes, you guys are both so good at what you do. Um, and I look forward to seeing much more of both of you. But I mean, only one can progress, unfortunately. I mean, yeah, it was just it was a really really close. Blaze is the scorekeeper,
Yes.
so he will
All
jump into
righty.
it.
So, Eric, you crushed it, man. I am sure that Albert never in a million years would have expected to give a score so high to the hot rod, but you did the best hot rod ever, man. So you got a final score of 25.1. I'm not going to go too much more into everything else we said. You can check out the VOD if you'd like to see that, but it was pretty much all positives. And yeah, 25.1. And Jeffrey, you got a final score of 24.1. So that means that, Eric, you are moving on to the quarterfinals tomorrow. So congratulations. Great job.
Eric.
Just
I've
love
never
it.
been happier to get kicked.
thank you. Thank you.
It was an honorable opponent.
Yeah. It was
No,
great.
yeah, it was so good. And I remember on day one, Spidey asked you if you do this professionally and stuff like that, and you said no. I think you could 100% do this professionally.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff, you
that's
absolutely could do this professionally. You have a really, really great, entertaining personality, and we really love that. And it was a super, super close 1v1. But congratulations, Eric Stevens. You're moving on in the competition.
Eric,
to
you
the
better win now.
quarterfinals.
No pressure.
Congrats. I was wondering if you were going to bring out the hot rod.
Yeah. Well, I'll admit it was not my best performance, but I'm glad that you liked it enough to let me pass. So thank you.
No, it was great, dude. We enjoyed it. And regardless of the hiccups, we still thought it was super entertaining. So good job.
Yes, good job,
I
guys.
did
Thank
forget about
you.
the floor show part. I totally forgot about that. I just overlooked it when we were judging. But the thing is, like, I don't think that it necessarily affected the entertainment that much. So
Oh, he handled it pro too. So
yeah, and we
Like a
have,
juggler.
speaking of pro, we have two pros that are going up against each other next. What is up, Frankie Fody and Mystic Slybaba?
Oh. I feel like deja vu or something like that.
I know, dude. These days are blending together. We've seen you perform so many times now.
man, we're excited for this one. We both love what both of you guys are doing. Opposite ends of the spectrum, style-wise. So this would be really fun to watch. I believe Frankie is up first.
Yes.
So how you feeling, Frankie?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm really excited to share with you guys what I'm going to share. I just want to say before I kind of start, there's so much more. This is about my mentor. There's so much more I wish I could say, but I only have 5 minutes, so I'll, stick it as close as I can.
All right, man. Yeah. Well, if there's anything else that you want to say about him, I know you were posting a little bit on Instagram about your mentor. So if there's anything else that you'd like to say after the performance, then you absolutely can. So we are going to start your time now.
Okay, so we're bringing back the hashtag story time sign. Hashtag quick story time. How I met my mentor was he owned a barber shop. This is the abridged version, by the way. I was with my dad across the street, and I walked in there, and he showed me 3 tricks, and he literally changed my life, as did this day. February 7th, 2016 was unfortunately the year that we, the magic industry, kind of lost Dean. And I've thought about that day a lot, and I think it's really cool that I get to be here sharing magic with a bunch of new friends. And so this one is kind of, dedicated to my mentor. Now, I don't have a lot of worldly possessions, but inside here is probably one of the greatest things I own. I think actions speak louder than words. I literally got rid of most of what I owned 7 months ago to move across to perform at House of Cards. So shout out House of Cards. The first thing is a coin. The second thing is a card. The card we'll place right here. This is a unique coin. This is literally a one-of-a-kind coin, because if I hold that up really carefully, that is actually my mentor, Dean. That right there is actually the back that is Dean's shop. This is actually going to help us find a card in a second. First, we're going to try this with Blaze. Blaze, I need you to select a playing card. So as they fall, just say the word stop.
Stop.
Okay, that was my bad. I ran out. I just want you to see I'm going to square them up like this. As I drop the cards, just say stop.
Stop.
I only have a few cards left in my hand. Are you sure?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to place all these down. I'm going to look away. Don't say it.
Okay.
But did everyone see that, or was that too close? Okay. I'm going to place that card here. We'll come back to it in a second. And then we don't actually need the rest of these cards. Mike, you're going to help me out. I'm going to shuffle the cards like this. I'm going to fan them out. Think of one card and remember it. So I'm going to fan them out. Can you see all of them?
Yes, I can.
Okay, and have you thought of one?
I got one. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to mix them up just like this. And then this is the exact words that Dean said. He would go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And then Dean's going to tell me where your card is. He says it's definitely in this pile here. So, Mike, honestly, the card you're thinking of, it's in that pile, correct?
It is not. It is not.
Oh, he said the other one. My bad. Always the student. Always the student. Here, we'll go again. Left, right, left, right. We'll try that again. Okay, this time he says it's definitely in this pile here. Definitely in this pile here. Yes?
It is. Yes.
It is. Okay. No, I don't want you to think that was a fluke, so we'll try that one more time. This is the last time we're going to try it.
Okay.
And this time, he says it's definitely in this pile here. I'm going to look away. It's definitely in that pile, yes?
It is. Yes.
Okay. Now, he's going to tell me what your card is and where it is. Okay, fantastic. He says the first one is not your card. Is that correct? That's not your card?
Nope.
He says the next one is not your card. Is that correct?
Correct.
He says the card you're thinking of, the 8 of diamonds, yes?
Yeah, that's
is
it.
the next card, and that is right there. That is the 8 of diamonds. Pretty cool, huh? Now,
Right.
The thing is, at the very beginning, we did actually select this card here, the 7 of hearts, which is very important actually to Dean, because if you watch his Tonight Show performance, the card selected was the 7 of hearts. his wife's favorite card was actually the Seven of Hearts. And he actually passed away on today's date, which is my prediction, which is the month of hearts on the 7th day. So thank y'all so much for helping me remember this very special moment. And I appreciate all of your time. Thank you.
Wow, awesome. Thank you so much.
Frankie. Awesome job, dude. All right, we're going to have a little chat, and we'll see you real soon.
See you in a sec.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, that was.
I like stuff where like the reveal ends up being a date or a time.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, where we talk a lot about a lot of accident maybe not being cohesive. That was probably the most cohesive one.
Yeah, I think so. That's probably the most cohesive one today. Man, that's cool. I can also tell like that it meant a lot to him, and there was a lot of thought and scripting put into this routine. And yeah, it was really cool. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. It was really nice that he shared a story that meant a lot to him, and it was cool because he was posting on Instagram about Dean and that this was such an important day, and I still wasn't expecting that the Seven of Hearts had any significance. So it was really cool, realizing that was the significance at the end. It was a really well constructed card routine, and it's cool when you add meaning to a card act, because that's oftentimes.
I would say my only nitpick is I think the tie-in with the coin finding the thought of card was a little bit
cheesy.
Was like a little bit of a stretch. Well, maybe not cheesy, but like stretch, right? It's like how, because like you have two cards selected, right? You have one, and then the coin finds like another one. It's almost like it would have been better had the coin found the card that then matches the date. I mean, I know then it would get rid of the whole like think of any card and then like that procedure. But I do feel like thematically, it's like the coin finding the Seven of Hearts in some way would have been like the most, like would have felt the most like, the most sense.
Especially because it's like that coin's supposed to represent Dean,
Yeah. So, but I mean, each individual component was performed well, and like I was immersed in that kind of world. So.
Yeah.
Well done. Frankie Foti. Let's check out the spreadsheet and see what we've got. Does anybody have any scores in mind so far?
I can go first.
Alrighty, Mike.
All right.
I think for creativity, originality, I'm gonna do an 8.5. For entertainment, I think I'm gonna do an 8.5 as well. And then for personality, I will put a 9.
8.5, and 9. Strong, very strong.
All right. For me, I would say creativity, I would give it an 8.5. Entertainment, I would probably give this a little lower, like a 7.5. Like I think the story was the most like engaging part, but the actual like effect itself I felt was a little weak. And so oftentimes like the way I feel about like if you have a story that's like more entertaining than your Magic, then you should do like a more like they should be like almost at equal levels in some ways, like for like the maximum impact where both it's like but if the story is bad but the trick is really good, that's also not great. So I think this one definitely the emotional hook was a lot stronger than the effect performed. And personality, I'll give it an 8.5.
8.5. Yeah, I agree with a lot of that. I think that creativity, originality, I would go with an 8.5. I think for entertainment level, I agree. I don't like how procedural the dealing down was for the finding with the coin, so I would go with a 7.5. And then personality, I think that was... I like that he really showed a lot of his personality with... I guess I'm copying Albert's scores. Yeah, it was an 8.5. All right. So that ends up being a 25, which is very solid. Very solid.
Oh wow, nice.
All right. Let's bring him in and let him know. Frankie.
Yo yo.
Hello.
Oh, my camera is. There we go.
Well, great job, dude. Really, really fun, and it meant a lot to us that you did a story that was so meaningful to you, and that you really incorporated that, and it was awesome having the date be a reveal. Yeah, that was really, really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's one of those things where, like, honestly, like I was gonna do something with the Blazes blanket back there, but then like I literally didn't even know until this morning. I was performing at House of Cards and I saw Griffin, who's like another student of Dean. He posted, and I was like, oh, like I forgot what day it is, and like the routine, the think of a card that I did for you, Mike. That was one of those things that like I actually learned from him. And so like I was like, what more perfect way to do that? And then like the date prediction, and just it literally just kind of came together this morning.
Well, that's awesome, man. That's really
Yeah.
cool that you decided to incorporate that whole story, and yeah, we really enjoyed it. Your final score is a really high score. You got a 25 overall. We felt like some of the stuff in the middle with the coin was a little bit procedural, so that was a little bit taken away when it came to entertainment value, because there's a little bit of waiting for the magic moment at that point. But overall, you crushed it, dude. Really great personality scores, and we all thought it was like an 8.5 solid creativity score. So really well done, man. And we're excited to see Mystic Sly Baba's act. Now, this is an intense showdown. I'll bring him in. This is an intense showdown, everybody, because Mystic Sly Baba and Frankie Fody have already gone up against each other last round. And Mystic Sly Baba, although this is redonkulous. All right, we're back online for stream numero tres on Super Bowl Sunday. I was in the middle of explaining the fact that Frankie and Sly Baba is a really intense matchup. I've just changed my encoding settings. For anybody that's in streaming, I was using the NVENC or whatever, and now I've changed to X264. We'll see what happens, because everything just crashed, and it's never happened before. But we are up with Mystic Sly Baba, and what I was explaining is that this is super intense because Sly Baba and Frankie Fody went up against each other last round, and even though Sly Baba got a slightly lower score and was eliminated, he came back as the save because he got one of the highest scores of the entire day. And now they somehow chose the same time slot in the form. So now one of them's gonna come out on top. So we now have Mystic Sly Baba, a silent performer. So everything he shows us will be entirely visual. So Sly Baba, give me a thumbs up when you are ready. Your time starts now. Great job. Great job. Great job. Alrighty, we're gonna have a little chat and we'll see you soon, Sly Baba. Thank you, man. Well, it was
He always
it's
has
very
that-
interesting.
Please
Yeah,
do a video.
it's very interesting.
always-
Like, please, your camera's not on.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
intentional?
He's always
Yeah, I
There you
was
go.
fixing something.
pulling stuff out of the beard.
He's always pulling stuff out of the beard. Yeah, he did that last round as well. Pulled stuff out of the beard. It's fun. I think that it's like certain parts of that are like plots that we've seen, but at the same time, methods that seem to be original in certain parts. But I think that he showed more personality in some of his other performances, which is interesting because he does it silently all the time. So that's an interesting element.
Yeah, I don't have any base of reference. His style does remind me like a bit of Mario Lopez, the kind of like mime style.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what
I find.
first time
Which
seeing
I
it.
find super fascinating. Like I like it.
Yeah, I find the mime style really cool. It's really entertaining.
It's a difficult thing to show personality in a silent act. Also, whenever there's not any sort of like any noise at all, there's no music or anything to help define it, even in another type of way. And that was a big compliment that we gave him earlier in the tournament, is that he did a really good job of showing personality through being silent with his facial expressions and his little reactions and all the intricacies of his routine. But yeah, you're right, Blaze. I do think I felt it a little bit more in the previous routines than I did today. And I mean, there was one flash that I saw, and I'm trying to figure out if I should deduct a point in the entertainment category because of it. I don't know if you guys saw it as well. But yeah, I mean, it was good. It's just that it's a tough thing compared to what we know he can do and what
Yeah.
he is capable of.
Yeah.
I mean, that's also like hard, right? Because like, and did he do like similar types of things for the previous acts, like no card tricks type of deal?
Yeah. All silent, no cards.
Yeah, I feel like if you're not doing card stuff, like it's harder to come up with like super unique, new, different stuff every time, because I feel like those things are a lot harder to like practice in routine. Whereas cards, it's like a lot of it is, if you know the basic like skills, you can create very different feeling effects, even though they use the same like slides.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
A double lift is always going to be a double lift, but you could use it as a change, a transformation, or like a force. Like, but like with this kind of act, that thing can only be used for this specific purpose, and to come up with something that feels wholly different or new is like way harder. So like, I'm more empathetic because of that.
Yeah,
Agreed,
I
yeah.
agree.
Because this would be his third act?
This is his third act, yeah.
Yeah.
And the second one, he used some similar props. Like he used that cup that he had last act. But it was still a different thing. He had the silks routine and stuff, and I think that he has a really cool style, and I feel like he does show personality with it. Although, like I said before, I feel like he showed less personality this time, comparatively speaking, to the other ones. But we have to judge him just on this act, not based on his other ones. So,
yeah.
I'm thinking creativity, originality. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with an 8.5 for creativity, originality, but I think entertainment level, this one, I didn't feel it as much as the other act, and I'm thinking maybe a 7. And then personality, I think the previous ones he's scored super high in personality. This one I'm gonna go with an 8 for personality.
Okay. Yeah, I was kind of thinking similar to that. I had put down an 8.5 for creative. I put a 7.5 for entertainment. And for personality was an 8 for me.
All right. And what were you
Yeah,
thinking,
for me,
Al?
I'm just gonna go. I just go 8 across the board.
8, 8, 8. All right. So he
Yeah,
gets
I
an
also
average. Yeah, and I agree about the entertainment level maybe being a 7.5. I think that it doesn't change the result at all. Even if I give him a 7.5, he still got a 24, and Frankie got a 25. So really good overall. But in the showdown of Sly Baba versus Frankie, Frankie came out on top for a second time in a row. So let's bring him in and let him know.
Let's do it.
Frankie, Sly Baba.
Hey guys.
Gents.
Oh man. Well, this was a tough one. Yeah, like I said earlier, they're just like so totally different styles. It's like you can't compare the two, and we're not. So this is just based off of each individual performance. But from Mystic Sly Baba, um, what you're doing is a very difficult thing to portray personality with a lot of entertainment, with being a silent act, and you are one of the few people who do it very exceptionally well. And I always look forward to seeing your routines and stuff. Yeah, so you guys both got really excellent scores. Blaze here is the scorekeeper of the tournament. So,
The number
and
master.
if you guys have any other feedback, please.
Yeah, I think that it was really well done. We all gave you both really high scores when it came to personality, and I think that we might have had different opinions when it came to the creativity and entertainment level. You scored really high when it came to creativity. Both of you actually scored pretty much identically when it came to creativity, for different reasons, and we really liked your routines. Sly Baba, we thought that it was a really cool style. We always love seeing your style, and you ended up getting a final score of 24, and Frankie got a final score of 25. So in the face-off again, unfortunately, this does mean that you are eliminated, Sly Baba. But I mean, you rocked it. So thank you so much for making it all this far, and
You
we
killed
can't
it,
wait
dude.
to see your next performance,
Yes.
Frankie. Great job to both of you. I can't believe you got
Thank you,
matched
guys.
up against each other again. But we're gonna put you back in the waiting room. Alrighty, and now we have our final performers of the day, and hopefully my internet works for the next 10 minutes. All
Before
right.
you drag them in, Mike has to take his daily restroom break, so I will be right
Alright.
back. This is the last round of the day, right? Last two
Yeah.
competitors.
Yes, this is
Alright,
the last
alright.
two
I will
competitors.
be right back.
All right, we're gonna have a quick chat. So if anybody has any questions in the chat, we can go over that. We can answer. But how are you enjoying your experience so far as a judge today, Albert?
It's funny. Mike asked me the exact same
Oh,
thing.
okay.
I was just telling him that like it's been a while since I've seen like non-video performance of magic. Like I think most of my experience of watching people perform had just been like did you watch Derek Delgadio's like Hulu
In and of itself,
theater
yeah,
performance?
yeah.
Yeah, I saw it live when it was in New York.
Oh,
And I
nice.
saw it
Yeah.
again on the Hulu. But like that's like probably the closest thing to like a magic thing that I've watched recently. But otherwise, it's like random like trailers from like magic products, and so it's
Yeah.
cool to see like actual magic being performed, even if it's over like Discord video, like full like routines of what people are working on. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's
kind
definitely
of miss
been
seeing
fun.
actual magic.
Yeah, I felt the same way when we were kicking this off. It's like, wow, it's been a long time since I've seen people just performing magic, and the fact that they're actually performing it now and for us, and it's not just someone doing a trailer that's like highly edited or something. It's an actual just real
Yeah.
magic performance. Is really cool, and I like the element that this is live because I know there are some other virtual competitions that have happened recently since COVID, and it's usually you submit a video. But
Video,
I
yeah.
like the fact that this is really raw and live. And sure, we'll have people streaming in from India and Iran, and we have to get the internet up to snuff. But at the same time, it's still really fun. So Mike, you are back. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's do
Lightning
this.
fast restroom break. All right, we have Jesus and
Yes.
Philip Blessed. Guys, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Alright. Yes, we can hear you both. All right, so Philip, you are up
Nice.
first. Philip, you are up first. So I'm going to pin you, and it seems as tradition, you are going to keep your camera off until the last second. But just let me know when you're ready for your timer to start, Philip.
All right.
We'll start.
You're a little bit quiet.
3, 2, 1.
All right, your timer starts now.
Hey, you made it. I know it's round 3, so I wanted this to be special.
Welcome to the blast. Can I take your order?
Yes. May I have the menu, please? Thank you. I'll have this one, please.
Sure.
And for my friends over here, we'll take this one right here.
Sure.
Thank you
I'll
so
go
much.
right out.
You know, while I was taking my order, I couldn't help but notice, even though I appreciate the array of this table with minimalistic symmetry, I think it could use a touch.
Here's your food.
Thank you so much. All right, let's see what she got for us. Great.
Think of this stuff.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Ah, it's so rude of me. I should have waited for your food first. I'm so sorry. Should be ready any minute now. All right. Let's see here. I think I'll go ahead and light that candle now. Oh my gosh, I didn't notice. I think there's a fly in your food. Let me see. Oh, that's not a fly. It says fly, but I guess that means if it's not a fly and it says fly, I guess that means it's a lie. All right, well, I think I'll take the check, please.
Yeah.
Also, is it okay if I have some other food? Cards are a bit bland. I'm sorry. Anyway. All right. You know, I don't know why people throw away the receipts all the time. You know, they're pretty useful. I mean, it's such a waste. They make great money, so here's your tip.
Thank you.
Well, let's see. May I have a to-go box, please?
Sure. Here, take it and put it in the box for you.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it.
Here you go.
Thank you so much for the food. But you know, I'm a bit of a hypocrite. Even though I don't like to waste the receipts, usually I tend to waste my leftovers. And with that, thank you guys so much. That was my routine. I wanted to do something in the restaurant this time instead of in the restroom. No! What the heck? The whole point of this was to do something not in the restroom. What the heck? Man. Guys, I'm sorry. You know what? This sucks. I need to take a drink. Not just water. I need the hard stuff, man.
What's going on?
Here, but I kind of did too fast, so I'll just give it a taste. Yeah. Thank you. That's my routine. Thank you.
For real this time?
And that is, in fact, toilet water. Yes.
All right. Well, great job, Philip. It's for real over now, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of. Yeah,
We're
we're gonna
gonna-
do the gimmick. interesting.
We're gonna move you to another room. We're gonna have a chat, and we'll see you real soon.
Thank you.
So
There he is.
what a unique routine. I think that it's interesting because yesterday we talked about how he got here because he's always had the most crazy, creative, entertaining presentations, but with not as much magic. And so we were asking him last round if he could add more magic this time and try and keep up the story. And it was so funny that he did the callback because his first two acts took place in a bathroom, and it was this whole narrative thing.
Yeah.
And he turned into a grown man in one of the acts. But like, I think that there wasn't anywhere near enough magic, this time, in my opinion on that,
Yeah, I think this felt like it was like a surrealist like performance art piece with
Yeah.
like a dab of magic,
Exactly, yeah.
and I felt like the magic was definitely the weakest part of the whole routine. But that being said, definitely a lot of ups for creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has such a out of the box way that he thinks about his performances and his routine. And that's what really stands out from him against all the other competitors. It's just like, who thinks about like eating cards and like the whole like making that into food. And I really did like the callback that he ended up being right back in the restroom again. That was funny. But I mean, compared to his other routines, like I feel like this one was not quite up there compared to the one he did yesterday.
Yeah.
And so I mean, yeah, not to compare the two, but I think yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it was like the thing is that he keeps consistently having the most creative presentations of the entire thing. But this one, it's like he performed yesterday, had a super creative, hilarious act that was really well thought out. And then today, he ended up you could tell that he was really going for that above and beyond presentation, but at the same time, it felt a lot less thought out. It felt as though he had only had 24 hours to plan it, And
Yeah,
so
yeah,
there were a lot of things that could have used polishing, and so I feel like this one's going to be more harsh than the other one, when it
Yeah.
comes to that. Also, I was really hoping that he would just, even tone down the narrative a little bit for this one, just so that he could incorporate more magic. But instead, he really wanted to go with that, and I mean, like, it was so creative. The idea of like, what was he eating? Like some Pepto Bismol out of a red deck or something? He was eating some kind of. But that was really funny. But at the same time, I feel like I definitely have to score entertainment significantly lower this time than the previous acts,
Yeah.
because it was even the narrative parts weren't as solid, in the acting and the theater of it as before. And so this one, I think that, the magic moments being the fact that he gets, the fact that the thing happened all out of frame with him getting the box back so that he could do the box crush
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff. It was just very, the dollar bill thing was very visual.
I did like the dollar bill. Yeah, the receipt to bill was cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to agree with Blaze. I feel like entertainment was probably the least category for me score wise. I don't. Anyone want to go first?
I got mine. I would say 9 for creativity, but a 7 for entertainment, and then personality, I would give it like 7 as well. I think.
All right. Yeah, I think for this one, I would go with an 8 for personality, and I would go with an 8.5 for creativity, but I'm going to hit him with a 6 for entertainment level. What are you thinking, Mike?
For me, I'm gonna do an 8.5 for creativity. Because at the end of the day, for me, it was still a very creative thing. And so many crazy out of the box ideas. I love it. Entertainment. I already said that I agree that probably is going to drop down for me, which is kind of unfortunate because I love this person and I want to see them do more.
Yeah.
But it's a 7.5 for me for entertainment, and an 8 for personality.
8 for personality. I'm teetering between a 6 and a 6.5 for entertainment, but I think that I'm gonna leave it where it is. I think that the most entertaining points were the things where he's like eating a deck and stuff, and I thought that was so funny. The fact that it was so thought out that he reaches inside and he's scooping out stuff, and then he cuts it, and then is like eating it with a fork. I thought that was super funny, and I was hoping it was gonna keep escalating from there. But for me, that was actually the peak of the act. So
Yeah, there was the candle reveal too.
The candle reveal was very visual. Yeah, okay, it's worth a 6.5. All right, so that gives him a 23.3. I forgot about the candle. That was a good point. Candle reveal was good. 23.3 is his final score. So let's go say hi to Philip and let him know. Philip,
Oh,
the man,
Hey,
the
what's
myth,
going
the
on?
legend. How you doing, man?
this is my assistant.
Hi.
She was the waiter.
Hi.
Hey,
Man, yeah,
great job.
the people love you,
Thank you.
Philip. The people.
Thank you so much.
You're in high demand all over the world.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Philip, we are always so excited to see what tricks you're gonna do next and what your video is going to be. And it's, the other thing that's really incredible is you're doing all of these live and you're turning them all into these, the way that Albert, you described it, is like a surrealist art performance, live performance theater piece. It was like
Yeah.
Thank you.
so really great. The only thing is that we did feel as though when it came to the magic category, it was lacking again in effects,
Yeah.
which I think that you can understand because it was just a few magic moments, and then some of those things like the box crush, a lot of stuff happened out of frame and things, so
Yeah,
it was stuff
absolutely.
like that. So we ended up giving you a final score of 23.3, and your highest category was creativity originality. You consistently crush it in the creativity originality and personality category, and we just we're hoping for a little bit more magic. But still, I hope that you look back at our comments because we love every single performance you do. It's some of the most entertaining things in the whole competition.
Thank you so much. Awesome.
So,
Okay,
all right,
thank
and
Yes,
now we're gonna
thank
bring
you, thank you.
Jesus in, and we're gonna see his act. Jesus.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So, is it my turn?
Yes, it is your time. You want to turn your camera on?
Yes.
Enjoy your hot
I
air
do.
balloon ride. Tickets. Right.
Oh,
So, Jesus, we are pinning you, and do you want to, because I don't see any thumbs, do you want to just tell me when you're ready?
Okay, I'm ready. Just send me when
You're-
you put the timer.
All right, your time starts now.
So, well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so glad you came here to your hot air balloon ride. So, well, do you have your tickets with you? Oh, wait, I think I do have the. I do have them. Oh, and you invited the whole stream. That's so nice from you. Well, take a seat, please. Make comfortable and fasten your seat belts, okay? Oh,
All right.
there are no real belts and no real seats either, but just make comfortable and everything will go fine. If we are going to go on a hot air balloon ride, I think we'll need hot air. So we are going to make fire. So let's use some fire here. Sound effects. And let's put it over there. Okay, I think that will be enough. Okay, that's it. I think you're going to love the ride. You can see, you are going to love the view. You can see the whole city from the balloon. Okay, so, well, let's see. Look, we're moving. We're moving. Can you feel it? Are you excited? Well, oh, look, can you see that over there? You see that? That's the
Yeah.
Blaze Blanket Factory. That's the best Blaze blankets of the whole company. In fact, that's where I got my own Blaze blanket. Blanket. You know, yeah, I have to say it's quite good. Oh, it's an invisibility blanket, but we can fix it, okay? There we go. There we go. There we go. If I have to rate that blanket, I would say it's a wow, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Totally. Not a wow, dot, dot, dot. Not at all. Not at all. It's so awesome. Well, as I was saying, enjoy your ride because everything is going to be fine as long as we have fuel, okay? And I think we have fuel. More. Okay, don't worry, because we have a box full of fuel over here. Okay, don't worry. Maybe we can drop some weight, right? Yeah, so that will be fine. There we go. That's it. So maybe we can drop some more weight over here. There we go. Sorry. Maybe we can drop some. Oh, whatever. Maybe we can use some extra fuel. Do you have your tickets? Well, I think a little how yeah over here. But I don't think this is going to be enough. Let me use maybe this. Maybe you can use a tiny rope, but I think it's so tiny. Let me stretch it out a little. There we go. There we go. There we go. Maybe a little more. Okay, there we go. I think this will be fine. So let's make some fire, please. Wait. That was not the idea. Okay. I have a plan. Don't worry. Help! We wait. No, wait. Okay. I think I will make all of you disappear, okay? And we'll all be safe at home, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, and 3.
Is that the end of the act? Is he just gone?
What's happening?
Oh my God, Jesus! I think he's just gone.
Wait, he still has time left, right?
He has 1 minute and 15 seconds left. I don't know if I should just end it.
Hold on.
Oh,
He said end it. All right, great job, Jesus. All right.
The sad ending.
All right. We'll see you soon, Jesus. What was that? Wow. What? Okay, the thing is that Jesus in his other acts has done very like classic Spanish style sleight of hand, like with a blindfold and doing like Rene Lavin style, like one-handed
Wait, so
dealing.
there was no green screen in
any of
there
the
was
other
no green
acts.
screen in
Any of the other acts, it was just him in a room doing crazy sleight of hand, and he got through on his sleight of hand. And then he probably was like, "Oh, I'm going up against Philip. Let me just do this."
Yeah. That's exactly.
I was like really impressed by I'm like he had like one day to put this together, like the background moving and stuff.
The Blaze blanket is a
Yeah.
reference from yesterday or the day before. It's like that was a reference from like I was asked to name any item from Target and I said a blanket, and then he made a Blaze blanket, and then like the whole thing with that,
Blaze
and he was like,
Blanket
"That's the
Factory.
Blaze blanket factory." And it was somebody else's act that I said that in. So that means he watched the stream to watch their act, and then had all these jokes and stuff. Wow, Jesus. I never in a million years expect... Who is this guy? He's just this beast from Spain.
Yeah, I think like no matter what curveball he gets thrown, he's the kind of person that can adapt to it and just make it happen. Like, holy cow! Like this was, like you said, this was so different than his previous routines. Like he's
I just thought he was like a
handler and stuff.
You just thought what?
I thought that was his shtick. I thought that was just his shtick, that he just does these
No.
like crazy green screen things. I didn't
Not
realize
at
like it was,
No, that was why it
Well,
was
I'm
so
more impressed
mind-blowing,
now.
because his last act was just him blindfolded dealing cards with one hand and stuff. And then he did one where he was pulling items out of a bag and did a card trick, but then he's like pulling like random stuff out of a bag. But it was all, I was not expecting him to take that turn and go with a full-on green screen thing. Also, it was like really well done. Like, it was so funny.
yeah.
Holy crap!
I mean, I think that when it comes to Magic, if we're talking about the same criticism that we had with Philip, is like that it wasn't a ton of actual practical effects. You know, he had one at the beginning. He had the levitation of the bag, which was practical. You know, an actual thing levitating in his room. But then and then barfing up the cards a few times, you know. But the thing is that unlike Philip, he's done a lot of just pure sleight of hand magic in his previous ones and already shown us that side of him. So this was even more of a surprise. Whereas like Philip, he's done basically all narrative pieces with very minimal magic for the other ones. So we were expecting that. So he really, it's like he tailored this to who he was going up against. That's
Dang.
crazy.
He's gonna get a high score. I'm predicting.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I think creativity, originality, I want to give that like a 10.
I think 9.5. Actually, no, I'll give it a 10 too. I'm like, I've not seen anything like that before. Wild.
We've never seen anything like that before in this tournament.
I can't believe he did a green screen act. That was the most crazy thing. I was not
He
expecting
also
that
used
at
the
all.
green screen to his advantage and made your blanket go invisible. And
Yeah.
then I'm sure it was the green screen thing that how he was making the thing levitate. Yeah, like he really used the virtual platform to his advantage.
I don't think he was
in
using
this.
green screen at all for levitation. I think that was all a practical effect.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, then even better. Even better.
I just like the fact that he did that live and interacting with us and stuff was just like, what?
Yeah, I mean, that's insane. I'll go. I mean, did you do your scores already, Blaze?
Albert and I both just gave 10s for creativity, but we haven't given the rest of the scores. You want to give your
Okay.
3?
No, you guys finish.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna give
Yeah.
entertainment a 9. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Personality is hard for me to say just because a lot of it was just so crazy. But I would say like an 8.5.
Yeah. Yeah, wow. Wow. I would give for entertainment level, I would give an 8.5 just for the fact that there wasn't enough magic. But entertainment level was just insanely high if we're not counting that. You know, if we're counting just the thing that we saw, it would be a 10. You know, and then personality, I'm going to go with a 9 for that.
All right. I'm gonna do a 10 for creativity. I'm gonna do a 9.5 for entertainment, and I'm gonna do an 8.5 for personality.
Wow. Got a super high. He got the highest score of the day, 27.6 overall. Jesus. I never in a million years expect that from him. I can't believe that. I was expecting a card trick.
Yeesh.
Jesus.
Hello.
Hello.
Whoa.
Hello.
What was that,
Still in
man?
It
was-
Look, do you want to see that? Ha! Now I can disappear.
Holy cow, guys. That was so fun and entertaining. Just these past couple of moments, like these two acts were just, oh man. It was like the perfect matchup because like, you guys both are just like, oh, here's the thing too. It's like, Jesus, we've never seen this side of you. We've never seen all the crazy things that you were capable of because you started off with just amazing like blindfolded card slide stuff, and we had no idea we were about to experience what we just experienced. And Philip has been like consistently bringing like high level entertainment and personality into this tournament that surpassed a lot of other competitors. And so, yeah, this was insane.
Yeah, I don't know if you decided to do this act because you knew you were going up against Philip, who's known for doing the theater pieces, or if you just had this waiting. But I would say also a thing that's really special about you, Jesus, is that I feel twice as entertained every single act. The first act, I loved it. And then the second one, I thought it was twice as good, and I was blown away by it. And then the third act, I was just like mind blown. I couldn't believe that you were doing the whole green screen and the story and the narrative instead of the sleight of hand. Because I thought that your thing was sleight of hand, and every time that we get to see you perform, it's just a new side of you. So
The thing is that it is, and it was until yesterday. But I was like, please don't match me with Philip. Please. Just the only thing. but he did choose the same spot. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
nothing that I have is going to work. So I have to do a completely new routine, and I have to go crazy about it. So
Wow. And I didn't release the score, so it is now 7 p.m. my time. I didn't release the schedule until after 3 a.m. last night, my time. So you've had very few hours to get ready with this new act, and you brought it, and you actually got the highest score of the day, a 27.6. We'll give you the same note for next round as we gave Philip, which was we would really like to see more magic, that's practical magic, but at the same time, you've already shown us that you have a ton of tricks up your sleeve that you can do without the green screen. So we know that you can do a bunch of practical magic. But great job to both of you. This was I'm so happy that we saved the best for last. This was really some of the most crazy theater entertaining acts. Yeah, if anybody has anything else that they want to say to Jesus or Philip before we let
Congrats,
him go.
Jesus, dude. That was amazing. Thank you so much. That was dope.
Yeah,
like I
I
said earlier, Philip, you're still in high demand around the world. People want to see more of you. I want to see more.
Oh my God.
And yeah, thank you all for being a part of this. This has been insane. And yeah, great job to everyone all around, and congrats to Jesus.
Really incredible.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, honestly.
Alrighty, well, we're gonna move you guys back to the waiting room, and we're just gonna have a quick recap for the day. But congratulations, Jesus, on moving to the next round. All right. Wow. Well, that was so much fun. We're going to just take a quick look right back at the spreadsheet and look at the people moving onward. So, moving on, we have Bavia, we have Adam Parisi, we have Caramel, we have Ben Jones, Eric Stevens, Frankie Foti coming out on top against Mystic Sly Baba for the second time. What an intense matchup. And Jesus just surprising us beyond belief. And we also have one last save. This is the last save of the competition. And that is Stefan. Slightly Stefan is moving on to the next round as well. So really awesome, guys. Congratulations everybody that's moving on. This was so exciting, so much fun, and thank you everybody for sticking around and watching with us. This has been really incredible, and thank you again, Albert, for being a part of this, being a guest judge. You've been a really great
Thanks
judge.
for inviting me on.
Yeah, thank you.
Had a lot of fun. Yeah.
So really appreciate the support, everybody. If you're still watching, if you haven't given the page a follow yet, we'd really appreciate that. And if you're a magician and you'd like to jam with us and join, go to 1v1magic.com. You can join the Magic Discord, hang out with us, jam. And also, if you haven't followed any of the people yet that were here as guest judges, we'd really appreciate if you gave us all a follow, especially Albert Chang. Although you're probably already following him. He's an incredible streamer. If you're on Twitch, you're probably already following him. But thank you for being part of this, man.
Yes, and shout out to all the backstage crew, Giselle Music and Dementor and T Cards. Thank you guys for being a part of this and making things go smoothly. Couldn't do this without you guys, of course.
Yes. So Giselle just put all of the social media links, and check out Albi as well, which is Albert's recent lo-fi album. So we've been playing a little bit of the music during the stream whenever we needed to fill some time and stuff. So really appreciate you putting that out and making it available for streamers to use. And this is the end of the third round. We are now on to the quarterfinals with our last 8 remaining competitors. Tomorrow with guest judge Laura London, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.
All right.